We're ready for India versus Nepal. Let's go.
Look at the hunger, look at the jump, look at the jump. Yes, yes, yes. India has won the first and jump. India versus Brazil. Absolutely brilliant. India had a massive win. India versus Peru. Wow! What a dive. India had an emphatic 70-38 win over Peru. India versus Bhutan. The captain is the flag. Team India to the quarterfinals and in style. India, they're up against Sri Lanka. Get ready. Welcome to the land of fast and furious. Roll out the red carpet for Team India as they stride into the semi-final. India versus South Africa. Oh, the dive.
The whistle goes off. India in a World Cup final. It is India and Nepal in a World Cup final. We are gearing up. We cannot wait for the party to start. It's the girls that did it against Nepal. It's now the turn of the boys.
And now, it's time for the final in the men's division of the Kho-Kho World Cup. Up first, let's please welcome the naval team of Nepal!
They have all it takes to become the world champions. Talk about it, the speed, the skill, the stamina, the strategy, and the hunger. They came so close to beating India in their league encounter. It was just 5 points, the number that you see in the front jersey, that separated the two teams. India knows that Nepal are a huge threat. Settling on the mat with huge hunger and a great intent to lift the trophy are these boys from Nepal.
And now, let's please welcome the home team of India!
A massive ovation here in the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium as Pratik Waikar, the captain of the Indian men's Kho-Kho team, will lead the Indian team onto the mat, proudly flaunting the India flag as well. What a team they are. Pavani Sabar right behind. So much noise here. I can barely hear myself and my co-commentator. That's how noisy it's going to get. Sachin Bhargav, Aniket Pote, Ramji Kashyap, Akash Singh, Nikhil, Mehul, Suyash and Subramani. This is going to be a cracking contest. Don't go anywhere.
And now, let's also welcome our dignitaries. Shri Kiran Rijiju Ji, Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs of Indian Minister of Minority Affairs. Joining him is Shri Suryavanshi Suraji, Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Services, Government of Orissa. Joining them is Shri Krishna Gopalji, Joint General Secretary, Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, and also General Anil Chauhan, PVSM, UISM, AVSM, SM, VSM, and ADC.
The national anthem has an unexplainable power. Before this big game, you need a moment of calmness, don't you? National anthems.
Let's all rise for the national anthem of Nepal. And now, the national anthem of India.
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
And on that note, we are ready for business. Ain't no prouder feeling for a player wearing the national jersey to hear the national anthem before they get ready for a World Cup final. Hemraj on the right, the captain of Nepal. Pratik Waikar on the left, the captain of India. Mr. Kiran Rijiju will toss the coin.
Toss won by Nepal, choice defense. Yes, please.
Nepal win the toss, they choose to defend. India will be attacking first, and that gives Nepal the opportunity to attack in the final turn, Paddy. They will know how many points they will have to pick up in that last turn. In some sense, an advantage for them.
For sure, because India's strength has not been defending. They did not pick up a single green run point in the last game. How many crucial point that you just mentioned, and that can be the difference between victory and loss. Talk about that team, there's a lot of potential, starting from the captain, jersey number 5.
Lots of players to watch out for. Jalak number 4, he's really quick. Now where is Bharat Saru? He is the number 2 jersey. Watch out for him, lightning quick. Hemraj himself, the captain. Then we switch over to the boys in blue. Have a look at how Nepal have made it to the final. Pretty much cleaned up everyone that came their way. Convincing wins, except for that one loss which came against India in the tournament opener. There he is, coach Ashwani Kumar Sharma, coach of the Indian men's Kho team. And gearing up, warming up, a much needed massage for Akash Singh. The pressure will be there. That's the playing 12 of Team India. Paddy, your favourites from here?
My favourites, when it comes down to speed, Ramji Kashyap to start with 1. And then, of course, how can you count out Mehul, jersey number 55? I'm a big fan of speed, because if you've got the speed here, you actually need most of the things that you require. We are geared up.
India unbeaten. Have a look at the margin of victories. It's only against Nepal where India were really pushed to the brim. Only a 5-point win against Nepal. That is why this is going to be a closely fought contest. Yes.
Whatever you are doing, leave it. This is more important. Stay focused. Throw that remote away. Enjoy it, support it. India versus Nepal live.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. World Cup final number 2. First the women's turn. Oh, Mehul. My goodness, the energy here. Already sky high. India start with intent.
The drive, the vibrancy, the spark. You may or may not get the point. What you do is you bring everyone up on their feet in the Indira Gandhi International Stadium. Quick goal! There he goes. No, not allowed. You cannot step into that central lane, mind you. Lot of things are going on, Navneet, and there comes another diving effort. India has not got a point. All those efforts have been futile so far.
50 seconds in already. Oh my goodness, Ramji Kashyap turns it on, and how a skydive to get India up and running in a World Cup final. Hemraj and Chanak now on the mat.
Oh, he can travel quicker than light and faster than I thought. Another one. India gets 2. He gets it through. Down to 1. Jersey number 9. Chanak Chand should be gone. No, survives.
How about that post dive from the captain Pratik Waikar to get Hemraj? Sensational. The captain getting captain. Now Chanak Chand is the only one surviving. Papani Sabar will go around. He's pretty quick, the little fella. Mehul won't hesitate in going with the skydives. Ramji Kashyap, Papani, Mehul.
Oh, there is. He says, I don't need a skydive, but I'm so good at the post catch. India takes care of the match in 1 minute. 1 minute and 23 seconds. In totality, Navneet, 83 seconds. My math's good.
1 minute 23. I don't think it's too bad from Nepal's point of view as well. They started off well. Look at that, Ramji Kashyap. Skydive to get the World Cup final up and running. Mehul using the post. Brilliant. Look at that. They're pumped up. They're fired up, the Indians. They know this is a massive contest. They know Nepal are a top team. And the stakes are as big as it can get.
Rohit Bharat Rajanbal, next list. A land where pace wins the race, where speed is authority, direction is essential, Navneet, and where a sharp mind is mandatory.
Paddy, watch out for Bharat Saru, the number 2 jersey. For all our viewers, Rajan Bal and Rohit Kumar are the other 2. Wow! No, not given. Pratik Waikar now. To Mehul, to Suyash, Subramani, Papani.
Now Nepal is not going to make it easy for them. Now this sport fires your imagination and stirs your soul. Look at that. It's not just the pace, the speed. It's also authority. Authority can come from unexpected quarters. Your intelligence, your intellect. Here it is all about speed from the attackers, and it is about intelligence. Then he tags him and then apologizes.
Very smart tag from Subramani to give it to Suyash, and Suyash decided that he can wait to go in one direction. Went right, got Bharat Saru. Now Mehul. Rajan and Rohit are left on the mat here for Nepal. Pressure on Nepal.
And you talk about the pumped up skill and insane courage and a brilliant dive and a massive kill. And how about that review coming in from Rohit? He instantly said, please, I want to review this.
I think Paddy, Rohit Kumar is reviewing this because he thought Ramji Kashyap touched the central line. Now Ramji Kashyap has to be clear of the central line. If he's cutting the white line in the central lane, then it won't be counted. My goodness, the speed, the agility and the athleticism from Ramji Kashyap. Goodness gracious, that he says. Oh, does he cut it? Does he cut the white line?
This is too close for comfort, I tell you. Because now he can't enter that central lane. From this angle now, maybe, the right foot.
I think it's on the white line now. Will that go in favor of India?
The medal is not out.
Oh, goes in favor of Nepal. What an effort, but it goes in vain. That's just an indication of what this sport has to offer. A skydive that you'll never see in any other sport. Safe to say, Coco, a fastest game on the planet.
No doubt about that. There's no debate on this. Second taken care of. Rohit, you won't survive for too long. Mehul says your mind. Pratik Waikar with a very wise go. Now the dash. Now a quick go. They're cornering him. Oh, now he turns. He had to. Great speed, great enthusiasm, great power, great spirit, great touch. Does he get it? No, but he gives a go to Pavani. Wrong direction.
He's still surviving. Rajan Pal is the only one surviving. 140 on this batch as well. Not bad from Nepal. India have only picked up the 10 points so far in 3 minutes. The clock's ticking. This is where it gets really hard. Pratik Waikar. Oh, the skipper loves it. And a Cristiano Ronaldo celebration.
How is that for enthusiasm and vitality and the kill and the roar? Everyone's loving it. But Navneet, this batch survived 1 minute and 53 seconds. Now India will have to be sharper. That's what the coach is saying at the moment. Now every point will bring about a moment of thrill, but it's about how much time have you consumed in taking those points.
And it's almost 200 seconds into the game. India have got 2 batches, which means India is averaging clearing up a batch every 100 seconds. I think India would like to do more than that. If they pick up anywhere between 25 to 30 points in an entire turn, they'll be happy. At the moment, India picked up 12. At a minimum, India should look at picking up 12 more.
Yeah, and maybe one more from the next batch, you never know. There. But you're right, I mean 4 batches taken care of is not bad, but India's strength has never been defending. Dive! Purpose! Kill! Points! 2!
Have a look at that, Aditya Ganpule with the skydive. This is serious intensity from the Indians. They've just turned it up a few notches. It is a World Cup final. The stage doesn't get any bigger.
The zeal, the zest, the sprightliness, the intelligence as well. Great goal! The points should go to the Indian captain. That goal actually made it easy.
You see the intelligence and the smartness of the skipper Pratik Vaikar. That fake was all that was needed. India have been really good in this match, Paddy. Only Sameer Chand is left. 48 seconds in. India have got to make it 3. Suyash and India on fire.
India on fire. India on song. Ding dong. 51 seconds. 51 seconds as compared to 151 in the previous one.
Now you're talking. Now India really getting into the stride. They're really a well-oiled machine, this Indian team. Akash Singh, Aditya Ganpule, and eventually the third tag came from Suyash using the post. Look at that. He's a tall lad, Suyash Ji. Uses his reach to good effect. Uses the pole, the support staff and the coach, mighty happy.
When it comes down to attacking, Indian team, both women and men, they are the best, no doubt about that. They need to improve slightly on their defensive skills. Next turn will depict that for all of us. What's the time left on me? 2:40 and counting.
Still opportunity for at least 2 more batches that India can clear up. If they pick up 12, they'll get to 30. That'll be superb from an India point of view in one turn. If they can pick up 30 while attacking, Aditya Ganpule, he is lightning quick. He's got lots of aggression. Yes, smart from Bikral. Now Nick Shiva Reddy, Aditya Ganpule. Mehul's been spectacular in the little so far in this game.
Produce that skydive. We've not seen that in a long time. Please, come on, guys. Easy! We don't need the skydive. Taken care of 2. Taken care of 2, which means 4. There comes the chase. There comes the hunt. The speed. The intent. Wow!
Every single tag that India is getting on the Nepal attack defenders, the crowd goes absolutely bonkers here in the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium. You can barely hear yourself. Mehul. No. He'll need to get into the free zone if he wants to change direction. India have one more to deal with here.
Vishwas Chaudhary's done a good job so far. And smartly, he's running around the central line, the zigzagging skills. The best of defenders don't need to run much. It's about good judgment of direction. You need to rely on the peripheral view. You'll know the value of conserving energy because you will need it.
Now Shiva Reddy changes direction. Smart play here from Vivash. Change in Wazir for India. With all the drama happening, we lost the point that Pratik Vaikar, the captain of India, has made way for Rockisong Singh, who's the Wazir for India now. He's quick.
Surely he is. In the open space. Rockisong. Dive on. Kill on. Game on.
Game on indeed. This is top quality. India are really getting into the stride. They started relatively slowly, dare I say, but now they're clipping along at a fair pace. Just when we spoke about Rockisong Singh, Paddy, the Wazir comes into action.
Rockisong sings the song of victory. You know, they spoiled our predictions, haven't they? A short while back, you and I were saying 4 batches, if they take care of it's going to be good. They've taken care of 4 batches, we still have 75 seconds.
I'm just a little greedy, Paddy. I wouldn't mind one more batch in the 1 minute 15. If India can get to 30, that is a dominant turn for them. If they can get 3 more tags.
And my instincts tell me, Navneet, your wish will be fulfilled.
Let's go. Akash Singh. Now Janak, Hemraj and Suraj. The captain of Nepal is there. Janak's lightning quick. Mehul to Rockisong. Rockisong!
May not have got the point, but how about that dive? The energy, the purpose, the passion brings everyone up on their feet yet again. India have been slightly lopsided in the last 20 seconds. I mean, come on, where's the energy, guys? Bring it on. Next will be your chance to rest. Except for the 3 you take on first, you'll be resting, so give it your all.
Like that from Janak. Excellent dodging skills from Janak. Look at how he's toying with the Indian defenders. Indian attackers are near the post over there. Mehul gets Akash Singh in. Akash. No, not given, because he went the wrong direction. Janak still survives. This is brilliant from Nepal.
Excellent from the official. There comes the dive. May not have got the kill. Yeah, yet again, great speed shown.
Suman Shivareddy have come on to the mat for India. Oh, brilliant from Suraj. Akash Singh has been given. India pick up the first one.
And there's no time. Nepal does very well. They did very well with the last batch. Coach is disappointed. He feels they should have taken care of that entire batch, whereas they could only muster 2 points, which means only 1 touch point is what they got in the last effort.
I think this is a good turn for India, Paddy. I think it could have been better. Had India gotten to 30, I think it would have been a great turn for them. 26 means that India have done well, but I think Nepal wouldn't mind 26 as well.
And India should do away with silly errors as we saw against South Africa yesterday. You have to be at your clinical best. It's as simple as that, Navneet, because India is not known to be a good defending side. As simple as that.
Unless they have something special lined up for us today, and they weren't on full throttle in the semi-final even. But skydives are plenty, post dives are plenty. Good performance from the Indians. They picked up as many as 13 defenders from Nepal. A total of 26 points. Job well done. In the last game that India took on Nepal in the season opener, India picked up 42 points. If I take that into half, 21. In comparison, India have got 26 now. Much better.
Well done for showing us the light, Navneet, the brighter side of it. 26-0, 3 more turns. Big final awaits you.
Of the inaugural Kho-Kho World Cup, a 38-point win versus a top team like Nepal. Now the onus is on the men's. India in turn 1 pick up 26. It's now Nepal's turn to attack.
Yeah, confident demeanor. You should never look rushed, and you should never look to be mocking your opponents. They were doing that yesterday, and they had to pay a price. Do not commit silly errors. Confidence is one thing, overconfidence is something else. Well done, great balance. Look at them, very widespread, all of them. The moment there's a spot of trouble with the Wazir, don't go in the open area.
Very quick defenders for Team India to start off in batch 1. Mehul, Rockison Singh and Suman have got real speed. That's a prerequisite when you're playing the game of Kho-Kho. Smart from Mehul, dodges Janak and Howe.
And do simple things right. A good defender will say, okay, I'll move less, I'll use my mind more. It's as simple as that. Stay nimble-footed, stay relaxed. He gets it. Now that's sloppy, Navneet.
Probably didn't expect Hemraj to go across the central line, reaching out. He did, and so Suman is out. And now the onus is on Mehul and Rockison Singh. Mehul has been really good. Rockison is rapid when he needs to. Switches through the gears so quickly, these boys.
1 minute and 6 seconds and counting. Well done so far. Only 1 player has been tagged. Can India take that dream run? For them to do that, they'll have to spend 3 minutes alive, unscathed on the mat. That's when you get a dream run.
Did you mention that India has not picked up a dream run at all as far as the men's are concerned?
Yesterday they did not.
Yeah, they barely could do anything against the South Africans. They went to 245, I think, Paddy.
They're attacked easily against Sloppy. So it's down to Mehul, and Mehul will have to contribute something out of his skin, because he'll have to survive for 1 minute and 10 seconds nearly from here on for India to get that 1 point. It's not just about that 1 point. That ensures that you not allow the opponents to hunt more in those 3 minutes.
Look at this, the focus is on Mehul right now. Nepal are really piling on the pressure. 2 minutes plus. Massive crowd here, they're getting into this game. Mehul now dodges Janak. Brilliant, look at him. He's fancying this. The crowd is getting into that. Lots of noise.
And what Nepal are missing a trick here. They should use the Wazir more. And if at all you target him in an open real estate, that is going to be a battle that you can conquer. With the twist and the turn and the guile, I mean, he's mocking them. The crowd is loving it. We are loving it too. He's been dancing. mocking. He says, come, chase me.
This is unreal. I've never seen a defender take on an opponent like this. He finally loses steam. But 2 minutes 44 seconds. Mehul, take a bow.
I wanted him to just use a little bit of more intellect in the remaining 15 seconds. All he needed to do was stay out of reach. He was standing near the post. He did the difficult task. And then, that was easy. What were you doing so close at the post? You would expect that touch, wouldn't you, at the post?
No wonder he went out of steam, Paddy. He was absolutely winded by the end of it. He really did look spent. But what a show he put on in those final 30 seconds. It was all Mehul, and he was toying with the attackers of Nepal. India have started well, 2 minutes 45 is job well done from batch 1. Subramani, Shivareddy and Akash Singh in batch number 2.
For India, the strategy has to be make sure your fourth batch does not step onto the mat. Just that. If your fourth batch does not step onto the mat, you have a huge advantage.
Absolutely. For now, India is one batch out. Look at that now. Subramani, we didn't see him at all in the semi-final against South Africa. Stayed outside the entirety of the game. Good to see him back on the mat. We're yet to see some of the speed guns of India, Paddy. I haven't seen Sachin Bargo yet.
And what you get to see here is measured strides, and that given Shivan has to go out. All you need to do was, and look at that, 3:25, which means one half of that turn is over.
Not bad that India have conceded only the 8 points so far. Shivareddy has been tagged. Subramani and Akash Singh still surviving. 1 minute into this match now. Well done. They have to go past 2. If India can survive another 60 seconds on this match, they will be certainly with the advantage. Pressure on Nepal.
And India has come very close to picking up a dream run. But they succumbed at 2:45 yesterday. They succumbed at 2:44 today. So it's surviving for 15, 16 seconds more. Suddenly when you do that, you pick up a point, and that 1 point can prove to be the difference between the two sides. The last time these two teams met against each other, the difference was 5 points. Just 5 points.
This is really impressive from India. 130 done. 90 seconds through. Can they get another 90? Oh, Subramani was cornered. Subramani was cornered by Janak, which means Akash Singh is the last man standing for India in this match. And can he do what Mehul did in the previous match? If he can roll down another 30-40 seconds, it will be good for India.
That is a good disguise. Well done. Great escaping skills there. Staying at the post, beating them, and then the zigzagging skills. There comes the dive, and there comes the touch, and the batch has been cleaned up. 159. 244 the previous batch, 159 this batch.
This is good. Oh, it's getting really, really interesting, this. If Nepal can pick up another batch here, get closer to this Indian score at the halfway mark, it will be game on. On the flip side, Paddy, if India's batch number 3 can hang in there for the 2 minutes and 17 seconds, I think it will most certainly be advantage India going into the second half.
And Navneet, that will be as good as a dream run. The value of the time that you just explained and announced, because every turn is of 7 minutes. We have 2:17 left on the clock, and we've got Ramji Kashyap, one of your favorites. We've got Suyash, another of your favorite, and we've got Pabani Sabar, another of your favorite.
They're all my favorites. Absolutely love watching these stars in action. Proper athletes, these boys, unbelievably fit. It's what the game requires. And isn't it wonderful, Paddy, that the inaugural Kho-Kho World Cup has had 23 countries participate, over 50 countries that play the game. And you heard from Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, the president of the KKFI, saying by the end of 2025, Kho-Kho will be played by 90 countries. The hope is that they make it to the Olympics in 2032, the Asian Games in 2030. The dream most certainly is alive with the inaugural edition of the Kho-Kho World Cup.
And well done with that info, Navneet. What's happening on the mat is all 3 Indians are right there. They've survived for 45 seconds unscathed. They've not been touched, not even one of them. All they need to do is survive for the remaining 126 seconds, and that will make sure that you have a substantial lead when you come on to attack. In the next one, dive comes. Does the kill come? No, Wasim in the open space. There's the dive. There's the kill. There is the touch.
Pabani Sabar has been given out. He might have not liked that decision, but he needs to make his way out. In fact, Suyash is out as well. All right now. An excellent 10 seconds for Nepal. They're coming back in this. Now Ramji Kashyap has to last the 58 seconds that's remaining. But he's phenomenal, Paddy. Phenomenal at dodging. Changing direction. I don't know if there's anyone better than Ramji Kashyap.
And what he does smartly is he nearly realized that the Wazir is going to come up next, and he was there in the corner. He changed directions and he came towards the central line. He's very good with the zigzagging skills, and then he knows the moment the attacker takes a direction, you cannot take another one.
Look at him, he's calling for the Nepal attackers. He loves it. He's in the zone, Ramji Kashyap. Loves it. A massive crowd, a World Cup final. I don't think these boys have ever played in a stage this big. They've been dreaming of this for a long, long time. Has he been tagged? Yes, he has. In fact, their batch number 3 has gone. 18 points for Nepal. The lead only 8 for India. 15 seconds remain in turn 2.
Now looking at the brighter side, this is too close for comfort for me. But hats off to that batch. They survived for 2 minutes and 2 seconds. The maximum a batch has survived so far.
That's right. And this is getting close, Paddy. You would expect India to roll this clock down the 15 seconds without any further damage, which means chances are India will go into turn 3 with an 8-point lead. It's a lead nonetheless, but I wouldn't say a comfortable lead that can help India go in comfortably with being a little casual.
10 seconds left. All you need to do is survive these 10 seconds. The crowd is with you. The country is with you. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nothing! Nothing! Well done. The importance of surviving these 15 seconds is humongous.
Absolutely. The flag is well and truly flying high. Songs in the background. Almost a capacity crowd here in the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium. What an atmosphere this. Kho has well and truly gone global. I've been watching sport, playing sport for a long, long time, Paddy. Been privileged enough to be broadcasting sport for many years now. From cricket to football to rugby to kabaddi to so many sports. We know how quick those sports are. We have to admit that Kho is possibly the fastest sport on the planet.
No arguments, no debate. It is the fastest. The girls and the coaching staff, they loved it, and we love their performances. World champions, absolutely lovely. I mean, there's no debate. This is the fastest sport on earth. Look at the pace. Look at the energy, the passion. Forget about the boring moments, the skydives that you get to see, the passion, the energy. The participation of the audience is so automatic. You're bound to participate.
And imagine all of this in just 28 minutes of action. So much packed into so little time. Makes for great television. Blockbuster action this halfway through this World Cup final. We'll come back for the second half. It's advantage India. Yeah, halfway through this finals. India versus Nepal in the men's as well. And now we're ready for turn 3.
Yeah, accumulate points. The more points you get, the greater ease with which you can defend later on. The dive, the kill! Oh, what a thrill! Those 2 points will suddenly give a huge boost to India. Look at the energy, the stride, the confidence is back.
Ramji Kashyap has been absolutely devastating.
The speed, Navneet. They've got the speed. They are the quickest team on earth, no doubt about that. What I also like is the vim and the vigor, the energy, the enthusiasm. Ramji Kashyap, look at that. Oh, that face tells you a story. That dive is glory.
Mehul gets another tag. Turn to live action on the right of your screen. Now the main frame. Paddy, look who's the Wazir for Team India. For those of you who are just tuning in to watch an Indian Kho team in action, watch out for the Wazir in the pink jersey. His name is Sachin Bargo Chingari. Boy, is he quick or what?
So there be a contest between Ramji Kashyap and Sachin Chingari. Have a competition amongst you guys. Who's going to offer the kill quickest? And Team India is going to benefit. And we are going to love it.
I'm excited to see Nikhil be on the mat as well. Mehul's been spectacular in this final. There he is, Sachin Bargo, Akash Singh, Suyash, Sachin, Akash, Nikhil to Mehul.
Mehul, he had his eyes lit up the moment the Kho was onto him to receive. There he goes, Suyash yet again. India has resorted to short course in the last 30 seconds or so.
Likes using the post, Ramji Kashyap. Swings around the post and puts in that dive. Aniket Pothe!
There's a smile coming in from Bharat Saru, who's very confident as well. Good to see that camaraderie. They shake hands as well. What about the body language from Mehul? Did you like it?
From Aniket Pote, Paddy, he was confident, but Bharat Saru, I don't think he was too convincing with his reaction. And he had a cheeky smile on his face. I think Aniket has done well to get the touch here. He brushes the back of the heel, in my opinion. Well, let's get that zoomer in. Now this is close. Yeah, but that's a touch for me. That is a touch for me. The crowd sees it on the big screen. Massive roar here.
Now, mind you, they might say, is he asking for another angle? Yes. Or is it? Contrasting reaction. Has India cleaned up the bat? India has cleaned up the bat in 1 run, 149.
You could see that smile from Bharat Saru. Well, wonderful to see this. India 149 they've taken. That lead extends now. 14-point lead, Paddy. Ramji Kashyap with that skydive to get the first tag. Then Mehul made that look pretty easy. And eventually an Aniket Pote special, diving low to get Bharat Saru. Yeah, they can smile, but there's pressure on Nepal.
Samir, Jhalak, Ganesh. Last time India in the previous turn when they were attacking, they got the second one in 51 seconds. The second batch was cleaned up at 51. They've started well with fire. How is that for the chase with Blaze?
Another one, Paddy, from Suman. Oh, wasn't given. No, hold on. It has been given. So in fact, they're asking Jhalak to come off. And which means only Samar is surviving. India picked up 4 points in a matter of 25 seconds.
Oh, India came very close in finishing under 30 seconds there. The first time they finished the second match in 51 seconds. Can they repeat that feat? I mean, it's not easy to replicate such performances, but the India team has got the flair and the fun and the sprint and the strength.
Mehul, for me, Paddy, Mehul has been the star of the game so far. He's been very busy in offense and defense. Nikhil B, who will he pass it over to Mehul? To Suyash, Akash Singh, will he go with the fork? No, he'll go around the post. Suman, Mehul again.
Into the corner. Great intelligence, but now they've already crossed 60 seconds here. So they are allowing the last man to spend a lot of time here. That kill has to come fairly quickly.
It's much like in cricket, Paddy. You take so many wickets, but the tailenders keep you busy for a long, long time. But in Kho as well, that one final defender can keep you waiting. But India pick up that second batch pretty quickly now in just 1 minute and 10 seconds, which means India now have a 20-point lead, a massive lead with 4 minutes left. Once again, Mehul had a busy 1 minute. First Mehul, then Suman with a spectacular skydive. And that third tag took a while, but it was Nikhil B who brought home the points.
20 point is the difference at the moment, Navneet. What do you reckon, with what sort of a lead will India be comfortable when they come out to defend? Considering they'll think, okay, we can't earn that dream run.
It's a good question you ask me. Am I actually okay if India clean up 2 more batches, which means averaging 2 minutes per batch? India will take that lead to 32, which I think will be a good lead. If they want to go comfortable, I think anything in excess of 35 for them to really seal the deal.
For the moment, make the best use of the 340 that you have left. Dive! Amazement! The skipper with the rise and with the kill. Oh, loving it.
He has a celebration, doesn't he? Pratik Waikar, the captain of the Indian team. Aniket Pote is saying, listen, I like the post. I'm going to get one too. If the captain can do it, I can do it too.
Pote with the power, the passion and the purpose. The captain is the killer. The team is a giant. 45 seconds. Would you believe it? Just when the team needs it most, the boys are flying high.
Paddy, I said they can even average at 2 minutes for the match. They've cleaned them up in 45 seconds. What was I thinking? Don't bet against these boys, the best on the planet.
You keep demanding, they'll keep delivering. That's the beauty of this team. I mean, there's never a let up on intensity.
The world most certainly is going cold. What a display this is, Paddy. Now India are starting to flex their muscles, flex their skills. India really dominating play now. For me, it's already a convincing lead, Paddy. 26 the lead already. India will minimum get 6 to 10 points. 36, India's match to win.
Yeah, and when you speak about this sport, the skydives, I mean, what sort of flavor that it brings. I want to see more of them. They'll make your heart skip a beat, will force you go wow in amazement. Rip roaring, hair rising.
20 minutes in already. Pabani Sabat tags Pratik Vaikar, the captain, who's come back in as the Wazir in place of Sachin Bhargav Chingari, who's had a rather quiet finals. Sachin, oh my goodness, Aniket Pote, he's not the tallest player, but goodness gracious, is he good at the post or what?
That was a jaw-dropping moment for me. That was a moment of awesomeness. I mean, how do you do that? You require a great amount of intellect as well, the presence of mind, and then the skill set. Hit that post. You take a big swirl, and there the dive! Fruitful for India, 2 more points!
That point has to go to Aniket Pote. He's the one who came with the fake goal and gave it to Aditya Ganpule. India have cleaned them up in a minute 7. This is India at their very best. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the midst of Coco royalty. The boys on your screen are the best on the planet. India's very own sport, showcased to the world. They're now dominating and on their way to make it 2 World Cups on the night. Pushpa fever in the World Cup final.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I mean, talk about the fast and the furious. You also talk about the jump and the jubilation. You talk about the lead of 32 points. You speak about the time that is left, 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Navneet is very greedy. He wants India to clean up 2 batches. And I'm with you, brother. Let's have this sort of a greed because these boys can deliver it.
They've just been sublime today. And the fact that they're doing it in front of a capacity crowd here, Paddy, the number of fans that have come here, the noise in the stadium is just electrifying. That's what you want to see. That's one way to promote this sport and take it global.
Sport of speed, skill, strategy and stamina. Oh, look at that, fast-paced, hair-raising, soul-stirring. Wow. Come on, 2 batches that Navneet wants. Come on, boys, give him some points.
32 points, the lead for India now. That is convincing in itself. If India can get it to 38, clean up even 1 more batch. This is good from Nepal so far. All 3 defenders still surviving. We're 40 seconds into this batch. 1 minute and 26 on the clock. If India clean up this batch, 38, that is brilliant. That is sensational. It was Gautam. Oh, he doesn't get it in fact. Not given. Great effort in vain though.
Captain with the speed. Quick call, Mehul. He's second to none when it comes down to speed. These boys are so quick. Yeah, the turn was good. The course sharp. Oh, he gets very lazy from Pote to get up there.
This is brilliant from Nepal, Paddy. 1 minute and 10 seconds. India haven't gotten a single tag. 32 points is good. Does he get that? Aditya Ganpule doesn't get it. Slight transfer of pressure here on India now.
Yeah, and now my heart tells me even if they get 2 touches, 4 points, those 4 points can be really, really very match-saving for you. Well done, 2. 40 seconds and under. At least get 1 more point even if you can't clean up the match. If the lead's going to be 36, it's going to be quite handy.
Important 30 seconds this, Paddy. If India pick up a point or 2 here, a tag or 2, it'll do themselves a world of good. They'll go in with very different confidence into the final turn. 34 already is a convincing lead, but 1 more. 36.
Come on, give it your all. Well done. Rajan has done very well to survive. So has Bharat. The both of them in 1 corner. It's down to Mehul. Oh, he gets it! Boy, oh boy! Steals the thunder! Tons of joy! 3, 2, 1. This is it! What is the difference between the 2 sides? We'll simplify it for you. 54 minus 18, 36.
It is 36, Paddy. Well done on the mathematics. But India, the fans believe this is enough. The women's team believe this is enough. The flag is flying high. A pensive look on the Nepal players. They have to pick up 38, which means at a minimum 19 tags. 19 tags in a span of 7 minutes if they want to win the World Cup and upset the best team in the world.
Yeah. Now, agreed that India is not, defending is not their strong zone. Agreed. They didn't win a single green point in the previous turn. They didn't win a single green point in the previous game. But they survived for those 2 minutes and 40 seconds each time in the last 3 games. Those 240, 245, is it done?
Most certainly is. And I don't think India is going to worry too much about the 3-minute mark in getting the dream run. If they can just do it, even if it's 2 minutes 30 per batch, and if they can do it in 3 batches, you're still going to give Nepal about 18 points. The lead for India is 36. What a turn awaits us.
Yeah, Navneet, all they need to do is do not allow your 6th batch to come on the mat. We'll be on the mat waiting for your come.
We're 7 minutes away from crowning World Cup champions of the inaugural edition. There they are, the United States of America. They were very much on the mat. Unfortunate to have exited in the group stages of the men's division. Well, wonderful to see representation from around the globe. As many as 6 continents have been represented here in the inaugural edition. We're 7 minutes away from ultimate glory. India with an advantage. India with a 36-point lead as Pratik Vaikar, Gautam and Aditya Ganpule come out and batch number 1 as the defenders.
All you need is intelligence. A good defender won't just run too much. Quick on your feet, very intelligent. Don't travel the court far too much. Stray around that central lane. All you need to do is avoid the touches. How do you do that? With your skill set. And the best defenders will rely on the most, what now means, zigzagging skills.
Absolutely. Now look at Gautam's zigzagging skills. Oh, what does he do there? That was a point gifted by Gautam and India. India don't want to be casual here in the final turn of the World Cup final. That shouldn't have happened, but we still have 2 defenders on the mat here.
Yeah, measured strides, good to see. Controlled aggression, good to see. Footwork, pivoting. Nice balance, well done. Stays away, doesn't go too far away. All this calmness now, need is counting, because the more you stay there, you're killing time.
If anything, I think there's a little bit of grip and intensity from the Nepal attackers, Paddy. I like this from India. They've just slowed the game down. If you're a defending team, that's what you want to do. Slow the game down as much as possible. He's not given. I don't think Ganesh will get that. But Aditya Ganpule and Pratik Vaikar still surviving, Paddy. And this is job well done. India have rolled down 90 seconds.
And 90 seconds are complete beam. As we say, the captain gets tagged, and it is down to the last man standing at the moment. Aditya Prashant Ganpule. For how long can he carry? Mind you, India in the previous game, India in this first turn when they were defending, they stayed for 2:44, 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Can he really drag it down to that length?
For me, anything in excess of 2 minutes is a bonus, and I think India would have done well for themselves. Now that is, well, not a wise decision to go the other way, Aditya Ganpule. India survived 2 minutes, exactly 2 minutes. Not too bad, which means that lead has now come down to 30 points with 5 minutes left, which means 5 batches. Essentially comes down to, Paddy, Nepal cleaning out a batch of India every single minute from here on.
Yeah, and that's not going to be easy against a side which actually has all the potential to be the world champions. We're talking about India. India has it in them. They have the controlled aggression. They have the intelligence of being smart while defending. Of course, they may not have earned those dream run points of late, but they've stayed for far too long on the mat. There comes the run, but there's no kill, because Nikhil, look at that attitude. I like that swag.
Nikhil B is really quick when he's attacking. He doesn't hesitate in throwing in those skydives. Akash Singh and Aniket Pote, the 2 other defenders. And look at Nikhil now. Look at Nikhil's dodging skills, Paddy. He is sensational.
Now this is great. And the ability and the faith. Well, he's actually asking for a review, then decides against it. The game is on. The whistle didn't stop the game at all. And now he's in very close vicinity, and this is overconfidence for me.
That should not have happened. India have gifted 4 points out of the 6 that Nepal have picked up. And for me, that is not clever, Paddy. You don't want to take it easy. Nikhil should have easily avoided that touch.
And because time can come back and haunt you. Down to last 2 at the moment. Akash is there. Pote is there. Smartness is there. They switch turns. Very well done. Watch them, the both of them. They're not too far away from the central lane. You don't need to do that. And especially when Wazir is on, make sure you are not in the open spaces in the real estate.
With Pote, Aniket Pote and Akash Singh, the 2 that are surviving right now, onto the Wazir. It goes to Vikral. Look at Aniket Pote's dodging skills now. These boys are enjoying themselves under the spotlight.
I quite like their maneuvering skills, the confident demeanor. The dodge, oh ho ho! As a boxer avoids the right punch.
Phenomenal dodging skills here. Evades that reaching left hand off for the attacker, and how ducks under that attempt. You don't see that too often. He's not the tallest athlete on the mat, Aniket Pote, sorry. Oh, that's not given, or is it? Oh, Ganesh gets Aniket.
No, again, I mean, it is overconfidence. What's he doing there? I mean, we can understand you get tired, but at least don't grant points out of sheer lack of common sense. We saw that happening to India yesterday. watching that today, but they've already killed 2 minutes and more.
They've picked up 2 minutes, Paddy. India are about 2 minutes and 50 seconds away from lifting a World Cup here. Advantage most certainly with India. Akash Singh has plenty left in the fuel tank, but he will fall. Has that been given? No, it hasn't. Oh, it has been. Which means match number 2 in turn 4 has been cleaned up by Nepal, and it's a match that has lasted 2 minutes and 16 seconds, which means, Paddy, 2:43 remaining.
What is the time remain? What is the score line suggest? 54-30. It's a difference of 24 points. To get 24 points, you'll have to clean up 4 batches. Now, India have to play very poorly, and Nepal will have to play out of the skin at the same time for that to happen.
Isn't it wonderful to see that everyone has bitten the cocoa bug? The world most certainly has gone co. India has gone co. The entire country has been talking about this. And isn't it wonderful that the girls have done it first, and now the boys 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from lifting a World Cup. Sachin Chingari, Suman and Mehul are the 3 next for Team India.
All of them are very quick. All of them have a great sense in their belief. Talk about that, you know, how quickly they shift positions and how quickly they come in handy when their partner is in trouble. And that's an art.
Absolutely. Roll that clock down. We're going down to almost less than 2 minutes now. The crowd are slowly starting to get into this. India have started well in batch number 3. 45 seconds on the clock for this batch already. We're down to less than 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the excitement here is palpable. India, 1 minute and 45 seconds away from 2 World Cups on the night.
The girls have already lifted the World Cup. They are the world champions. The boys are on the way to doing that. However, they need to show a little bit of more common sense for them to win it handsomely and without any scare at the end. Now, as we say, 90 seconds and under in this one, and it is a difference of 22 points, Navneet.
Less than 90 seconds remain. Pratik Waiker and the boys by the sidelines are cheering Suman and Mehul on. The crowd now starting to get into the act. Suman with some stunning dodging skills.
Yeah, that is what is required when you are defending. The dodge, the bluff, the avoiding skills, the presence of mind. And just as we say, what you should not have is overconfidence.
And now for me, the player of the match in this final, Mehul, has been spectacular in offense, in defense. And isn't it fitting that he's the one surviving there? The lead just 20 for India. But the thing is that there's less than a minute left. Mehul falls, 3 matches done. That lead is now down to 18. But India, 42 seconds away from ultimate glory.
Mere formalities left in this contest. The writing is more or less on the wall. Now, mind you, every touch gets you 2 points. Look at the difference in the scoreline. 54 India, 36 Nepal. Time left, not in the turn only. Time left in the match. 38 seconds from here on. Counting. Well done, boys. Ramji Kashyap, Suyash Vishwas, Pavani Sabat.
Everyone's getting into it now. They're going to start counting as we roll the clock down. The players are almost onto the mat. They can't wait to run out onto the field. 20 seconds and less. The lead is 18 points. India on the cusp of history.
The moment is here. The moment is about to come. The nation is about to erupt. The stadium is about to be set ablaze. There goes the whistle. The cup is ours. India are the world champions. The theatre lives its dream. The unthinkable unfolds before our eyes. Let those tears drop. You deserve it. Thank you for giving India, the country, this World Cup, boys. Well done, girls. Well done, boys. Congratulations, Navneet.
Congratulations to you as well, Paddy, and congratulations to every Indian out there. What a night this is. The women's champions of the world, and now the men's champions of the world. India's very own sport has gone global, but India were simply too good for the rest of the world. 55 countries that play this game, 23 countries that came to New Delhi to participate in the inaugural edition of the Kho-Kho World Cup. In the semi-finals, we separated the men from the boys. It came down to the two best teams on the planet, India versus Nepal, in the men's and women's. Eventually, it's only fitting that the home team, the favourites, India, are victorious and are world champions for the very first time. An 18-point win for the boys, a 38-point win for the girls. A double whammy for Team India, the 19th of Jan, a day that will go down in Indian sporting history as a landmark day.
Let's produce a loud cheer and an even louder whistle for Team India. Let's raise a toast. Look at the joy, the euphoria. What a sport, what a day. In one single day, India becomes world champions 2 times. Wow!
I wonder if it's ever happened in any other sport on the very same day. Two teams, two victorious teams, two world champions.
ये वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप, ये जीत हर किसी को याद रहने वाली है। प्रतीक, आपका नाम है प्रतीक किरण वाइकर, बट मैं बोलूंगा प्रतीक करिश्मेटिक वाइकर। जिस तरीके से टीम को लीड किया, पहला गेम नेपाल के अगेंस्ट था, वो ऐसा लगा कि क्लोज जीत थी, लेकिन इस बार फाइनल्स के लिए स्ट्रेटजीज किस तरीके से बदली गई थी?
यही बदला था कि डिफेंस अच्छा करना है। अटैकिंग में इंडिया टीम पूरी अच्छी तरह कर रही थी, काम कर रही थी, पर डिफेंस में थोड़े कम ड्रीम रन्स या डिफेंस में काम होना बाकी था, तो हमने वो सुधार लिया और अटैकिंग हमेशा की तरह हमारा अच्छा हुआ। तो अटैकिंग की बदौलत और डिफेंस का सपोर्ट मिला और फाइनल्स में हम थ्रू आउट हो गए।
प्रतीक, आई एम प्रीटी श्योर एक सवाल है जो हर किसी के जहन में यहाँ पर है, वर्ल्ड चैंपियन बनके कैसा लग रहा है मेरे भाई?
अनरियल, इट्स अनरियल। बहुत साल की मेहनत है, कड़ी मेहनत है, इस दिन के लिए रुका था। मुझे लगता है कि शायद ये जीत पूरे खो खो की है और जिनकी लेगेसी है खो खो के लिए, जिन्होंने बहुत सारे एफर्ट्स लिए खो खो के लिए, तो उनके लिए मुझे लगता है ये डेडिकेटेड है ये हमारी विक्ट्री। सो थैंकफुल हूँ वर्ल्ड चैंपियन बन के, अनरियल है मेरे लिए।
मेरे भाई देखिए, आपसे पहले इंडियन वुमेन्स टीम भी चैंपियन बनी, उनकी भी कमाल की परफॉर्मेंस थी, उस परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में क्या कहना है?
इंडियन वुमेन्स टीम थ्रू आउट द टूर्नामेंट वो बहुत अच्छा खेल रही थी, बट मेंस टीम के कंपटीशन बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा रहा था, क्योंकि साउथ अफ्रीकन टीम आप देखते था सेमीफाइनल्स मैच में अच्छा खेल रही थी, नेपाल की टीम बहुत अच्छा खेल रही थी, तो बॉयज़ में बहुत कंपटीशन था, पर वुमेन्स में वो नहीं था। वुमेन्स ने एकदम पूरा डोमिनेंस दिखाया है, तो उनको भी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन कहूँगा कि हमने खो खो में जो खुद का गेम है।
एंड ये दो बड़ी जीतें खो खो के लिए क्या करेंगे इंडिया में? आई मीन खो खो का फ्यूचर आई एम प्रीटी श्योर ये बहुत ही अलग लेवल पे जा रहा है।
खो खो के लिए मैं कहूँगा कि इट्स अ ब्राइट फ्यूचर ओवर देयर, क्योंकि बहुत सारे खो खो प्लेयर ऐसे हैं जो रुके हुए थे, कोई इंटरनेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म्स मिले, तो अभी सबको ऐसा लगना चाहिए कि इंडिया तो वर्ल्ड चैंपियन है ही, तो आगे बढ़ना चाहिए और खुद को इंडिया के लिए कुछ कंट्रीब्यूशन देना चाहिए आगे आने वाले दिनों में।
Definitely, and thank you very much. Congratulations once again. ये जीत आपको मुबारक. Back to the comms now.
Talk about the captain. Talk about a moment of jubilation, joy, happiness, pride, whatnot. These are rousing moments. These are rip-roaring moments. Hair-raising, soul-stirring, gripping. Okay, we're all set. We'll get you an interview very shortly from the mat.
हमने मेंस की वो जीत की पूरी खुशी देख ली। वुमेन्स टीम की कप्तान से बात करते हैं प्रियंका इंग्लिश, स्वागत है आपका एंड कांग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर अ विन। ये जीत जिस तरीके से आई, आई मीन ओवरऑल अनडिफीटेड आपकी टीम रही थी, कैसा लग रहा है फाइनली वो जीत लेकर के, वो ट्रॉफी अपने नाम करके?
बहुत प्राउड फील हो रहा है कि आज हमने जीत हासिल की है। इसके लिए हमने मेहनत भी बहुत की थी और आज जो प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है हमें, वो बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है और हमने जीत हासिल कर ली है, तो ये मेरे लिए एज अ कैप्टन और हम सब इंडिया वालों के लिए बहुत प्राउड मोमेंट है। तो मैं आज बहुत खुश हूँ कि आज हमें वर्ल्ड कप की ट्रॉफी उठाने के लिए मिलेगी। वो ट्रॉफी भी बहुत सुंदर है और वो लेने के लिए हम बहुत एक्साइटेड हैं।
डेफिनेटली, एंड देखिए आपकी टीम यहाँ पर जिस तरीके से जीती, हमने उसके विनिंग मोमेंट्स भी देखे हैं कि कितना अच्छा वो ओवरऑल विनिंग मोमेंट था वो देखिए, वो पूरे विनिंग मोमेंट्स, हर एक चीज़ बहुत कमाल की थी आपके ओवरऑल पूरे इस टूर्नामेंट में। एंड इनफैक्ट अगर टूर्नामेंट की बात करें, एक भी मैच नहीं हारे आप लोग। एंड हमारे साथ वजीर भी जुड़ चुके हैं। निर्मला भाटी, स्वागत है आपका भी, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर एन अमेजिंग विन। ये परफॉर्मेंस, ये पूरा जो आता है कि हर मैच जीतना है, ये कॉन्फिडेंस, कोच का कितना इंपॉर्टेंट हाथ रहता है इसमें?
बहुत ज़्यादा सर। हमारा 1 महीने से हमारा कैंप चल रहा था नेहरू स्टेडियम के अंदर। हम 60 गर्ल्स थी, 60 गर्ल्स अपने अपने स्टेट से बेस्ट प्लेयर थी, तो उनमें से 15 लड़कियां चुनी गई। और डे फर्स्ट से ही हम लोगों ने फाइनल की तैयारी कर रखी थी कि हमें फाइनल्स में कैसे जाना है। और बहुत खुशी होती है कि पहले वर्ल्ड कप में ही भारत का गोल्ड आया है। हमने इतिहास रच दिया, इतिहास हमेशा याद रखा जाता है, तो हम बहुत खुश हैं।
प्रियंका, आपकी टीम डेफिनेटली जीती, यहाँ पर मेंस टीम भी जीती, ओवरऑल खो खो की जीत हुई है। कैसा लग रहा है इस ओवरऑल इंडिया के प्रदर्शन से, मेंस वुमेन्स बोथ?
ओवरऑल बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है क्योंकि बॉयज़ ने भी अभी विन किया है तो गर्ल्स ने भी, तो बहुत ही हमारे इंडिया वालों के लिए बहुत प्राउड मोमेंट है। उसके लिए हमने मेहनत भी बहुत की थी और इसके पीछे हमारे कोचेस का भी बहुत बड़ा सपोर्ट रहा है, तो उनको भी मैं थैंक्स बोलूँगी। और मैं सारे ऑडियंस को यही बोलूँगी कि आज उन्होंने भी बहुत हमारे लिए सपोर्ट किया, तो थैंक यू सो मच ऑल।
वेल डेफिनेटली ये जीत भारत को मुबारक और ये इतिहास का एक हिस्सा बन चुकी है। थैंक यू वेरी मच हमसे बात करने के लिए एंड कांग्रेचुलेशंस।
Thank you, Ocean, and the girls speaking from the heart there. Of course, a lot goes into becoming our champion. These are the numbers, how India performed. 26 first attacking, 28 in the second turn. And their opponents 18 and 18 in both turns. And that was the difference between the two sides. None of the two sides was able to pick up a defensive point. And you look at the highlights, of course, every package, every highlight, when you speak about any game of Kho-Kho, it will be filled with fun, flair, power and prowess. The pole and the advantages, the post touch, the post dive. Talk about Ramji Kashyap, talk about Mehul, talk about speed, talk about agility. Faster than a speeding bullet sometimes. Faster than a blink of an eye. How about the skydive and the passion and the purpose of the dive? So many moments of thrill. Faster than the speed of light sometimes. Those skydives, they are completely rip-roaring. These are hair-raising moments. Soul-stirring action, so to say. India, very good while attacking and not bad at all while defending, because the first bat survived for 245 in the first turn, second one surviving for 151 in the second. And they always touched that 2-minute mark when they were defending. Nepal was very good in patches, not a weak team, mind you, when the two teams had played against each other in the league stages. It was just 5 points that separated the two teams. Today it might be a big win of 18 points. That was because India had raised their game through champion players. Talk about Mehul, Akash, Subramani, Suman, Siva Reddy, Ramji Kashyap, Sachin Bhargo Chingare, Mehul, Babani Sabar, all the boys, very electric, Mehul in particular. And then talk about the captain. He has the swag. India and the skydives, they have such a common denominator. And the common denominator is the solid skill that they possess. The girls with the move, they became champions much earlier. They were supporting the boys. The entire nation was behind both the teams. And one thing that we'll get to see in that package is the evasive skills from the Indians. Very, very good with the dodge. I completely loved it. And there comes a time when all these Indian defenders really mock the attackers. And that only happens when you have extraordinary amount of belief in your ability. And while defending, after that it was all euphoric. The pumped up skill. The pumped up joy. Energy at its best. Unbeatable euphoria. One more time, the confirmation onto your screen. We'll slip into a small breather. We all need it. You also order your coffee. We'll come back with the presentation.